Well, hello, my wonderful friends. Here we are again. I'm looking pretty dang cute, I must say, wearing one of my new dresses that I got. I need to start getting back on my little fashion things and showing you my new outfits and doing reviews because I have been really badly slacking on that for quite some time. And now that I'm 3 months postpartum and I did officially quit my job, I should hopefully have some time freed up to do more things like that. So, yeah, you heard that right. I did officially quit my job. I resigned. I was really battling back and forth with how I was going to go about with things with my employer because I've had such a myriad of issues for a while, but especially just before maternity leave and during maternity leave. So it's been a lot, and then there's also I have this little baby girl, and it's just Mo and I. So I had proposed to my boss, despite all of these issues, as kind of like a last-ditch effort, if you will, working from home type solution. Which again, I am 100% remote, as is. They just like us to come into the office. We have a bunch of employees who are fully remote. So we have Midwest teams that are remote. They come into the office once or twice a week, depending. And we also have the folks who answer the phones. A lot of them are totally out of state. We have other sales reps who are out of state. So these people are all fully remote. But for some reason, they do not want the one team who is 100% remote to be able to work from anywhere. They want you in the office. And I did hear from my boss directly at one point, and another coworker of mine can corroborate this, that it bothers him, people getting to work from home because he can't. So there's that, right? So, which I do understand, but also it's like, don't be a sourpuss. But anyway, so I proposed that, and rather than coming up with a solution or working with me, and again, keep in mind, I've been with this company for a little over 4.5 years. I have been historically a top producer. You've heard the spiel. I've been a fantastic employee. I've really produced for them. I surprised everyone with how much I was able to do. I've done these excellent marketing videos that have generated tons of traffic, tons of leads for them, tons of business. I've done a really good job. I've been super reliable and everything. And even when I've been on PTO, vacations, anything like that, I sell. I always sell. Even when I was in Hawaii, I sold a car. I've sold multiple cars when I was in New York. I sold a car here when I was working from home because my doctor had requested with my high-risk pregnancy that I do so shortly before I actually went into labor. So I can get the job done, and I can do it very well. But they don't want to play ball. He didn't even come up with maybe, like I said, another solution, hey, come in a couple days a week, or hey, maybe we can do this for a year, for the rest of the year, or hey, let's move you to maybe a phone position instead of sales. I don't know, anything, something, nothing, just straight up, nope. We never have done it for this team, and we will never do it, basically. And so, and then see you tomorrow, essentially. And I was like, yeah, you'll see me tomorrow, for me to come collect my things and drop off my, company card and laptop and all that good stuff. So that's what I told him. I said, no, and I kept it very polite and professional because I want to keep it classy, as much as I really want to just shred everything with the details, with the evidence and in writing emails that I have. Yeah, I got all this stuff. But I want to keep it nice, keep it respectful, and just basically was I respectfully must resign, there's not an alternative solution here, so that's that. And so, with that being said, I came in today to drop off my things and grab my things, I guess. I don't know, I'm getting lost in thought here. Do both. And all the guys are there, just wishing me well, making sure everything's all good. And I'm like, yeah, I'm keeping it friendly, keeping it nice. And I wasn't expecting to see, my boss at all, because I figured he'd be avoiding me. And I think he was trying to. It's just the timing of me being there. He walked in, he looked really surprised and like shocked. And I kind of called him out a little bit and just said, "Oh, I thought you were trying to avoid me." And then he gave me a hug, which was like kind of awkward and weird. Whatever. But I just said, "Hey," I was like, "I'm not here to blast you out." I said, "But," I was like, you could be doing something." He's like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry, I can't. We never done that for anybody. We don't do it for anyone." And I said, if the CFO can make up a special pay plan for the West Coast team partway through the year without your approval or anything, you guys can do that too. Kind of like a can't or won't. And he got all red in the face and like just quickly walked away and did something else. So I was like, whatever. I was like, I'm not here to try to cause conflict or a scene, but I just basically said goodbye to everybody. Took my watering can home because we used to bring flowers to put outside of work and do things like that, but whatever. And at first, when I had put in like the email resignation yesterday, like today and yesterday, I just kind of felt like nothing, which was weird. Like I thought I'd be excited and happy and like relieved, and really I didn't feel any of those things. I just felt kind of like hollow. But today, after saying my goodbye and what I wanted to do, I felt kind of elated actually. So that was nice. I did, before all of this went down, write a big, super duper crazy long email that's detailing literally all of the things that have been like against me, I guess, that have happened, have transpired, if you will, like these like really unfair, messed up things. I totally detailed it, and I was planning on just sending it directly to the CEO, tagging HR, doing that whole thing. And then I kind of rethought it. I was like, no, like I want to keep it simple. I said, but I do want to contact the CEO to let him know, like personally, like, hey, I'm resigning, thank you so much for everything, because I really do like him. I think he's a fantastic person, and I do love the company and the product. So I wanted to thank him and keep it positive, and then just mentioned as well, like, if there is a detailing you would like, if you'd like to hear from me directly, what has been happening, let me know. So I kind of left the ball in his cart. I don't know if he's gonna. I know right now he's on vacation with the HR, so, hope they're having a good time. But I don't know. That's that. So I feel good. I feel really good, actually. And I'm still not totally sure what we're gonna do. I have been considering heavily, like maybe taking the rest of the year off, because I really, really want to spend time with my little baby. This is a really important year. She's so tiny, and I don't know. I want to be there for her. I need to be here for her. So we'll figure something out. We've got enough to cushion us for a little while, and as long as the bills are paid, we don't have to do anything crazy, like, I'm happy. So, but anyway, that's the story. That's what's been going on. I'll keep you updated as things unfold, and tell you my thoughts, my feelings, all that good stuff. And I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope things are looking good in your life. I hope you have so much success, so much happiness, so much love. And don't forget to send me some love, like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that when you do. So we'll talk again soon. Bye bye.